Noisy Pixel.
I never plan on getting emotionally involved in visual novels, but it does happen. However, I also never planned for this to happen during developer Hermit's newest romance visual novel for Manga Gamer. While the game lives up to its title, it definitely has a way to make this a truly emotional journey. I'm Azara Lopez and this is Noisy Pixel's review for The Most Forbidden Love in the World.
そういうこと言われると、だってそういうのって今までの私たち傍から見ると
The Most Forbidden Love in the World begins by introducing Osamu Yoshimura, who is at the lowest point of his life. Recently divorced and jobless, the man has hit rock bottom and attempts suicide. Luckily for him, an onlooker named Hanuka reaches out her hand of kindness to become his friend, where he begins to fall in love with her over several future meetings. After getting his life together, he travels to an apartment that she manages to confess his love for her, only to find out that she has eloped with a strange man and left her responsibilities to her young daughter, Motoko. By the title, I'm sure you were expecting the story to go a totally different way, as was I, but things get even more hectic over time. You see, throughout the story, Osamu meets a handful of other female characters, even his ex-wife, who eventually play a much bigger role in getting Osamu back on his feet and healthy again. The Most Forbidden Love in the World story is by far its biggest strength. This is a romance drama through and through, and everything you'd expect from the genre is here. However, what makes this a solid visual novel overall is probably the supporting cast of characters. There are also 3 male residents that are by far the best supporting cast members that anyone could ask for. They each have their own personality that isn't a cliche trope, and they each have a backstory that is revealed over time. I found that each scene that these characters were in make the event all the better, and I couldn't help but appreciate the time that the writers put into them instead of just focusing on the romance. With that said, the story does juggle this character's feelings a bit too much over each route of the game. It feels like Asuma is just leading all of them on until the last chapter, which is not really his fault because the female characters are knowing each of them are trying to court him. There are several times that the characters will confess their feelings, but nothing really comes of it. The build up to the H scenes is a long one, and over time there are plenty of beautiful over-dramatic moments of storytelling that will have you in tears. Throughout the game, players will make choices that will lock them into a route, and the game can take around 24 hours to complete. What's interesting about the story is how every character is voiced, even the main protagonist and brief side characters. I feel like the game spoiled me in this regard, as I never really cared if the main protagonist was voiced or not, but then it helped scenes out so well, like when his voice cracked or when he laughed with another character. The Most Forbidden Love in the World is a surprisingly romantic visual novel with the drama of a soap opera. These characters find themselves on some pretty hard times, but will always celebrate their small victories. The first half of the story focuses on Asuma finding his bearings, but the second half turns the attention on the relationships he's made along the way. The game's only real faults are that it uses the same emotional confession between characters too many times, which makes the third time a character says "I love you" feel less impactful. This is a game that focuses primarily on the relationships of characters as it builds up to the conclusion of seeing some age scenes. If you're looking for a game that is primarily all about harem sex, this is probably not going to be your cup of tea. But if you're looking for a romance drama with a great cast of characters, including the supporting cast, and a story that might leave you emotionally vulnerable, then this is a great fit. Noisy Pixel is giving The Most Forbidden Love in the World an 8.3 out of 10. Thank you for watching. Please read the full review at noisypixel.net. Noisy Pixel is ran by a group of gamers who work hard to deliver news, reviews, previews, and more. Please subscribe to keep up. Please subscribe to keep up with all our future content.
来ただけなのに
おじさん
そこで話の腰を折られても
20代半ばの
20
いやだから
うん